Welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video, and I'm really excited today to show you the new Blu-ray audio of Tears for Fears The Hurting, which has arrived in stock. This is released on the 9th of June, which is Friday next week, and it's number 9 in the SDE surround series of Blu-ray audios with Dolby Atmos mixes. This is an exclusive product only available on the SDE shop, and as with all the Blu-rays, it comes with the collectible numbered slipcase, so number 9 there. This is actually coming out after number 10 which was Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells, because the release date got pushed back for Tears for Fears, so it's slightly out of sequence, but I think you're going to really enjoy this product. As you may have spotted when I flipped this over, some nice touches with this Blu-ray, because this is the classic UK album sleeve with the child on the front cover, but internationally it had a different album sleeve. It had what became known as the duck pond sleeve. So I thought it'd be really nice to cater for the international audience who, have that as their preferred album cover. So when you flip this around, you get the duck pond cover on this side. So I think hopefully you'll appreciate that little attention to detail there. There's the spine. And yeah, classic album, 1983. Tears for Fears' first album, contains the hit singles Mad World, Pale Shelter and Change. It also contains the non-hit single, Suffer the Children, although that was re-recorded for the album, so the single version is slightly different. But yeah, so SDE Surround Series looks good on the outside, but really this is all about the content on the Blu-ray. As ever, it comes with the high fidelity pure audio Blu-ray case. And here's the track listing on the back, so it's a normal 10-track album. All the songs written by Roland Orzabal. It's the only Tears for Fears album where that's the case. But yeah, digging into the content here, talk about the bonus tracks in a second, but there's 5 versions of The Hurting on this Blu-ray audio. So you get the Dolby Atmos mix, remixed by Stephen Wilson. Stephen also did a 5.1 mix. If you haven't got a full Dolby Atmos set up yet, then you've got a dedicated 5.1 mix created by Stephen Wilson. Stephen also did a stereo mix, which is his process. He does the stereo mix, puts it together, rebuilds the album in stereo, then does a 5.1, then moves on to the Atmos mix. The stereo mix wasn't going to be included on this Blu-ray, but Stephen saw the feedback on Super Deluxe Edition, SDE, and people were clamouring for his stereo mix of the album, so he kindly agreed for it to be included. So that's on there as well. An instrumental mix. Now that's never been released before, an entire instrumental version of The Hurting. It's really, really interesting listen, actually. So it's not a backing track. There's no vocals at all, so it's all instrumental. So you really hear some new elements and some new sounds. It's very, very interesting. And then last but not least, the original stereo mix, and this is the new remaster, which is on the half-speed mastered vinyl as well. Miles Shaw has worked on that one. So 5 different versions. There are 2 bonus tracks, which I was delighted that Tears for Fears agreed to be included, because these have never been released before on anything. They're actually early versions of Mad World and Watch Me Bleed, as produced by Mike Howlett, who was a producer in the very early sessions of Tears for Fears. But in the end, he stood aside and they worked with Chris Hughes and Ross Cullum, as it says there on the actual album. But these are fascinating because they're quite reasonably well produced. They're not like really rough demos or anything. And especially Watch Me Bleed, it's very different reading of the song. I think that you're going to really enjoy those 2. These are in stereo, by the way, newly mixed by Stephen Wilson from the multi-track tapes. He found these when he was going through the multi-tracks of The Hurting. which is why they're there. It's sort of an organic process. He came across them, told me about them. I flagged it with the record company and the band, and we managed to get them included. So that's really, really great. So there's the disc for the Hurting Blu-ray audio. It does come with a booklet, and you get the lyrics here. So this is, I don't think we had the lyrics when we did the box set about 10 years ago. A few people complained, but yeah, we've got all the lyrics to all the songs, which is quite nice. And there's a little mixer's note at the back where Stephen Wilson tells you a little bit about the process. That's good. Final thing to say is the duck pond cover. What I did was I got the designers to do the duck pond cover on the inside of this inlay. So what that means is you can take this out, switch it around, and you can kind of carefully flip the insert, and then there you go. So you can have the international duck pond cover on your Blu-ray if that's the one that you prefer, so you can switch it. So that's quite nice. And there's no, this one, there's no logos, there's no anything. It's just very clean track listing, producer's credit. Nothing there except the title of the album. So really pleased we managed to do that as well. Another nice little touch. Now, as usual, with when stuff comes into stock, we process all the cancellations that have happened over the past few months since this was announced. And that creates a situation, along with some contingency stock that we hold just for emergencies, that creates a situation where we've got some stock again now. So this is, if you didn't manage to snag this in the pre-order window, and we sold a lot of copies of this, now is your final opportunity to get hold of a copy of the Hurting on Blu-ray audio. This is a limited edition product. Once it sells out, that's it. Stunning amount of audio. You know, if you're interested in high-res audio, surround sound, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. So I'd encourage you to get your order in if you haven't done so already. So these are available on the SDEshop.com. I'll put a link up on this video. You can click through, and if you're lucky, there'll still be some available and you can put your order in. So I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at number 9 in the SDE Surround series, Tears of Fears, The Hurting. It's released on the 9th of June, Friday next week, and we're going to be starting to ship these on Monday morning. So if you've already pre-ordered, look out for your dispatch email anytime soon. If you've enjoyed this unboxing video, why not subscribe to the SDE YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.